So this is the second video of Matilda on the same day. Second part of the session. Matilda has very bad car reactivity. Very, very bad, to the point of doing backflips. So I'm obviously walking around the street to find cars. Now the funny thing is, she doesn't react to multiple cars. She likes single cars. Now, part of the problem is, obviously it's a behavioural issue. It's equipment being used and it's lead handling. Our owners are new to handling the dog, how to deal with this problem. Dogs are, say it all the time, super perceptive and picking up who knows what they're doing, who doesn't. Who's a leader, who's not a leader. If you're not the leader to your dog, you have a dog that doesn't know its place, doesn't know the rules, and that's why it acts like that. Doesn't mean you fix in 2 seconds, but it goes 80% of the way to fixing the problems. Being a good handler. You give a dog that's really well trained to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, the dog will act like it knows nothing. You have to be able to handle the dog. Just because your dog knows things, it won't do it for everyone else. So whoever picks up the lead, this here, your authority, your commands, your skills, have to run down the lead. If they don't, you have a dog that's out of control. So hopefully we'll definitely find some cars. I don't want to see reactivity. I want to see this dog not play at once with me. That is the idea, and that sort of proves my point. So we'll see how we go. Find a car driving along, and then I'll show you guys the reactivity, or maybe not the reactivity. And I could make a liar out of myself, but that just means I was right what I'm saying. The dog understands who's in control. How do we fix a problem? We confront it. You guys have been following me long enough to know that. We take the issue on head on. We are within reason, but we don't try and work around it too much. We really teach the dog what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. Trucks. Dog. Dog wants the grass. It's okay. I'd rather the dog be more interested in going to the grass than chasing the car. That's a good thing. This is the time where I wouldn't tell a dog off, because the fact that she can, so here's a car coming up, obviously, she sees the car. No backflips, no reactivity, no real interest, to be honest. And they're single cars. So I'm not even going to make her sit, I'm just going to let her be free. No, you're making a liar out of me. Well, you're actually proving my point, to be honest, Matilda. Plenty of cars, huh? No reactivity. Tail's pretty good, it's not hidden underneath. It's fairly relaxed, a little bit anxious, you can see. That's probably because, sorry about the noisy truck, that's probably because her desire is to sort of chase a car or have a go. But Matilda knows I'm not going to tolerate it. I've got a car coming behind me here. Dog, leave it. Hey, pretty easy. A little bit of interest in it, but pretty easy. Very mild. I'm filming and I've got one hand on the lead, got a slip lead on, which is, I find, quite effective with these sorts of problems. It tends to get through the message a little bit quicker. Another thing could be contributing, she's walked with her other dog she lives with, Yodi, a lot. So something to suggest would be separating the dogs, because often they can sort of bring out behaviour in each other. You never know. It's a matter of really just figuring it out and going through the process and finding out, going through whatever your dog does and seeing what eliminates the problem. We just hang here in the corner for a while. This is the mode she goes into, and she's normally going to launch to the car. But it's not always foolproof. Often she used to do that, but now she sort of went down there and didn't do anything. So she's a little bit of a tricky one to read, but I've pretty much had no reactivity. One little turn back up here, and then that's it. And you've seen me, I haven't done any. Here's another car driving by right now. Stand on the corner, car going by. No interest, no reactivity. And this is the one thing that normally should set off the single cars. I can see, like I'm always saying to you guys, she has an interest in them. Her desire is still there a little bit, but you can certainly curb the desire. What you can change in the dog is whether they act on that desire. Hanging on the corner, cars, dogs. People are like, what is he doing? And you hear that little bit of anxious there, that little whining, that's her wanting to go for the cars. But she knows with me, I'm always telling you guys, there's a consequence for that desire. And you need to understand that car, dog, nothing. Perfect, really, really good, really good. What I was saying is that in this case, there is a need for a positive punishment, which is a correction through the lead. Because you need to understand, anyone watching, you need to understand if we don't do that with this dog, you potentially have a dead dog. And that's just true. The dog hit in a car because she pulls that hard to get to a car. She'll literally do a backflip. So having a bit of food, remember I'm always talking about food will work sometimes, but food will not outweigh the desire for a car for her. There's no way in the world. Her instinct is so strong to go for the car that no matter what bit of food, it just doesn't cut through. So we have to teach her, it's got to be a physical correction, but a couple of the correct corrections, and we can curb the acting on the desire. She'll want to do it, but she's got to know she can't act on it. The car here. This is all she needs. The owner's hanging out on the corner, watching cars, and just teaching her that she can't act on it. Ignore that behaviour. Don't pat the dog, don't soothe the dog when it does that. Ignore it. No big deal. Guys, if you like my video, I'm always saying share, subscribe, thumbs up. I really appreciate a subscription. Just hit that little subscribe button or give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video. Hope you learned something from this one, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. I'm back. I just had to jump in and say something quickly, is that before we got Matilda to here, it's important you teach them the leave it command. So leave it is leave a ball, leave a dog, leave whatever. They understand what leave it means. So then you give the verbal of the leave it, and they don't, they then get the positive punishment, the correction. But we want to give a dog an opportunity to make the right choice. That's really important. Give your dog an opportunity to make the right choice before you get physical. We don't want to just drag our dogs around. I want to teach your dogs, you're a good dog, you do the right thing, and I don't pull any lead, and it's all beautiful, life's great. Okay, crossing the road here, leave it, hey, leave it. Little reaction there, you saw that. Managed it with one hand. I don't need to show you perfect videos. She is what she is, and she'll get better. But that was a one hand little leave it, and I had to give a little bit of physical because we were crossing the road and that car was very close. So I'd actually say that was a really good high level. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Share, subscribe, like, do all those things. See you next time. Bye.